Well, this is a video I was hoping I would never have to make, but here we are. The punchline is I've gained back a bunch of weight, and I'm not happy about it. As of today, I think I'm up about 40 pounds since my low that I hit around Comic-Con of 2018. And it sucks. I feel like a total failure. So I have a lot of friends who are in the weight loss community, a lot of friends who've lost weight, and I follow people on Instagram and YouTube who are weight loss or fitness enthusiasts. So I've come to recognize that this is really just a part of the process and pretty much happens to everyone, or at least most people. And I think the real trick is to get back on my feet and get started again, but it's really hard. So in this video, I guess what I really want to do, the only real purpose here is I'm trying to document some stuff for my own purposes. Like one day I can look back on this video and say, oh yeah, that was that point I hit that stumbling block. I should say it's really hard to be optimistic right now. Like this, it really sucks. Like it really sucks backsliding, especially this much and this fast. So the story goes something like this, and I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm not sure, and either way it's worth repeating. Story goes something like this. I was 3 pounds away from my goal of losing 100 pounds, and I felt great, I looked great, I hadn't been happier with myself in years, and just felt really great. And I hit the 365-day mark. So I'd been pretty much on program with minor planned deviations for an entire year. And I made a critical mistake. And I've done this before, and the results are the same. I figured I would take a day off or have a treat, revisit all those yummy foods I used to like so much. And it seemed like, hey, I can reward myself because I've done so good for a year. To skip ahead, terrible idea. Terrible idea. And I need to remember for the future that that's not an option for me. Like you can't just, let me rephrase, I can't just take a day off or a week off because then it turns into 4 months off. And it's really weird, it's really frustrating, and I've seen this play out dozens of times on documentaries and on TV shows, and this is just part of the process, but it's awful. And it's really easy to see how you can sort of spiral out of control. With me, I just wanted to have one of my favorite old treats, so I thought, okay, I'll do that. And then it kind of turned into, well, since I took a day off, why don't I just take it easy this week? I won't go crazy, but maybe I'll have another treat day on Friday or something. And then that turns into, I'll just take 2 weeks off. Or, you know what? It's a busy month. I'll just take the month off. And so I very, very, very quickly fell right back into all the habits that got me to the point where I weighed 280 pounds, a year and a half ago. Very quickly. I just stopped exercising. I went back to old eating habits. And man, the weight comes on so fast. I don't know the mechanics of it. I don't know the physiology of it. But it is startling how fast the weight comes back on. Like even just at my birthday, which was mid-November, I was still feeling pretty good about myself. Like I'd gained a few pounds, like I was up 1 pants size, but I still felt like I could regain things. And now here we are, first week of January, and I'm 40 pounds up from where I was at my lowest. It comes on so fast, man. It's so bizarre. So it sucks. I don't recommend it. So I'm sorry I'm not my normal jovial self, and I don't have much positive things to report for this video, and I really don't feel like showing comparison videos or pictures from my last video compared to today because, well, it's embarrassing and I look terrible. I guess the only real saving grace here is that I'm not all the way back to my starting point. I'm still down 60 pounds, so that's worth something. And it's really weird too, because like I look at myself in the mirror now and I'm like, man, I put on a lot of weight, but I'm still 60 pounds lighter than where I was a year and a half ago. So it's really weird. So I don't know what the real takeaway from this video is, other than I guess I'm just going to have to dig back in and find a way to get back into my routine and hope I can pull it back together, because it's not fun. And it's interesting because it's like it's very much a snowball effect. You gain a few pounds, then you start getting upset, and when you're upset or sad, it affects the way you perceive things. It affects the way you think about things, and you're like, well, maybe I never actually think food will make me happy. That's not the way my brain works, but I'm more likely to blow off paying attention to what I eat. Because it's effort. It's like, God, I've been so focused on this for so long, I just need a break from all that measuring and prepping and all that writing down of data and portion control. It's exhausting. But I think the message I want to leave for myself, and I'll do that now, is there is no break. You cannot take a break. You have to be vigilant forever. And if you do take a break, accept that it's going to all fall apart. The wheels are going to fall off if you take a break. There is no sort of, it's like, I imagine this is what drug users and alcoholics go through. There is no, I'll just have one hit. What is it? One is never enough and 1,000 is too many. Did I get that backwards? 1,000 is too many? Yeah, that sounds right. So there is no taking a break. I have to be ever vigilant. I can't just go back and taste my treat foods. I just need to never have them again. And that's the cost of being healthy, of possibly living until I'm 80, of enjoying the way I look and feel about myself. The cost is I can't have those foods that I like because I can't have just one. And I think that's a common problem with people who struggle with their weight. If it was easy, everyone would be thin. If it was easy to just flip a switch and stop eating bad foods, everyone would do it, I guess. Anyway, so not a whole lot of positivity this video, but I'm trying to be forward thinking. I don't know if I'm not ready to commit to optimism because I just don't feel good about it. But I guess if history is any indicator, I know I'm capable of losing the weight, but then if history is any indicator, I'll also gain it back. So it's kind of a mixed bag. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate the support that all the folks have given me over the past couple years through this fitness odyssey. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to get it back together, and my next video I'll be down a few pounds and really back on track, and that's certainly the goal, so we shall see. Please be sure to like and subscribe so that in my next video, when I start succeeding again, you'll know. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, we will see you for the next one.